Welcome back to another episode of OT Watchtower, where we break down the latest ICS advisories, OT vulnerabilities, and critical infrastructure threats every week. If you work in cybersecurity, industrial operations, or just want to stay informed about the risks facing control systems, you're in the right place. This week, covering September 29th to October 3rd, we saw 9 new CISA ICS advisories, 3 updated advisories, and 7 additional vendor and CERT advisories worldwide. Let's get into it. CISA released 9 new advisories this week, affecting vendors across multiple regions. Raise3D has advisories for their Pro 2 series. Hitachi Energy, vulnerabilities in the MSM product line. FESTO, advisories for their controller CECC TAC S, LK, and D family firmware. OpenPLC v3 has vulnerabilities in their OpenPLC v3 product. LG Innotek has advisories for camera models LND7210 and LNV7210R. National Instruments has advisories for their circuit design suite, and MegaSys Computer Technologies has advisories for their Telenium online web applications. Some key issues include exposures of resources to the wrong sphere, OS command injection, authentication bypass using an alternate path or channel, type confusion, incorrect conversion between numeric types, cross-site scripting, improper privilege management, and reliance on undefined, unspecified, or implementation-defined behavior. Remember to refer to CISA website for complete details. The severity distribution of newly reported vulnerabilities are as follows. We have 6 high vulnerabilities, 2 critical, and 1 medium. The critical and high severity vulnerabilities require immediate attention and patching. 3 CISA advisories were updated this week and are as follows. Rockwell Automation Flex 5000 IO has update A. Their revision fixed CVE references. Keysight Ixia Vision product family, update A, has updated and added CVE 2025-24525, and then Heidenhain Controller TNC updated the affected product details, vulnerability descriptions, and title. Beyond CISA, the ICS advisory project tracked 5 new vendor/CERT advisories. Draytek from Taiwan has a use of uninitialized variable vulnerabilities across several products. ABB from Switzerland, the cybersecurity advisory Terra AC Wallbox heat memory corruption vulnerability exists. Hitachi Energy from Switzerland has log data vulnerabilities in the Asset Suite product and multiple vulnerabilities in the Mock GWS product. Nihon Koden from Japan, the central monitor CNS TAC 6201 is vulnerable to null pointer dereference, and Keyence from Japan has multiple vulnerabilities in the Keyence products. This underlines why monitoring vendor certs directly is just as critical as watching CISA updates. This week's CISA advisories cover 6 CVEs. As you can see, they are all network-based. However, some of these attacks are able to be done over adjacent networks or local. Therefore, the network takes up 80.8% of the attacks, adjacent network takes up 2.7%, and the local takes up 16.5%. All of the attacks are of low complexity, however. Assets impacted this week include field controllers from FESTO and OpenPLC v3, operation systems from MegaSys Enterprise and National Instruments, and then actuators/converters from FESTO and Hitachi Energy. The affected sectors span critical manufacturing, communications, energy, commercial facilities, defense industrial base, government facilities, IT, water and wastewater systems, and transportation systems. The 9 CVEs this week map to 9 different CWEs. 3 of these are in MITRE's Top 25 Software Weaknesses of 2024, including CWE 476, or the Null Pointer Dereference, CWE 20, which is Improper Input Validation, and CWE 125, Out of Bounds Read. Mitigations do differ by vendor this week. Raise3D and Hitachi Energy have workarounds only. MegaSys Enterprise, National Instruments, and OpenPLC have updates and patches available, and then FESTO and LG Innotek have updates, patches, plus hardware and software upgrades. If you can't patch immediately, isolate the affected devices and restrict network access until vendor fixes can be applied. This week, CISA added several new entries to the Known Exploited Vulnerabilities catalog, though none were ICS specific. Ensure that if you have any products from these vendors, you do your homework and check for vulnerabilities on your products. Go ahead and pause the screen here to verify if you have any of the following vendors. Alright everybody, that wraps up this week's ICS Security Weekly on OT Watchtower. We covered 9 new advisories, 3 updates, and 7 vendor and CERT advisories worldwide. If this recap helps you stay ahead, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with your team. I'm Kevin, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week's recap.